What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pound for Pound House. UFC 302 is right around the corner, a couple weeks out. Dustin Porier versus Islam Makhachev for the lightweight strap. I'm going to talk about this fight. I'm going to break both fighters down, even though they probably don't need a much breaking down because everybody knows who these guys are, the top of the top. But I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it, give you a little bit breakdown on each fighter, and yeah. Let's just jump right into it. So we're going to start off with Dustin the Diamond Porier, the living legend. This guy has pretty much fought everybody in the game. He's 30-8. He's fighting out of American Top Team. He's 35 years old. He's, about to end at his prime time, I want to say. He just turned 35, so he still got it. He's obviously won his last fight against Benoit Saint Denis. He's got quite a few knockout TKO wins, a few submissions under his belt, a few decisions. His last fight was probably the most impressive. One of the most impressive ones we've seen in a while, I mean impressive. I'm just saying generally, just an impressive fight in general. It was just an amazing fight. He took out a up and coming contender. The fact that he took on the fight, let's just start with that. The fact that he took on this fight against Benoit Saint Denis is huge. He gave, number 10 a chance to come to top 5 and take on the big dogs. And, Benoit Saint Denis fell short. But hey, Dustin's a dog for even giving him the opportunity and then finishing the fight the way he did finish it. He's just the man for that. Obviously lost to Justin Gaethje. Crazy head kick knockout. But then when you look at it, anybody could have lost that from that kick. Anybody could have got knocked out from that kick. So, and plus Justin Gaethje is just a dog too. He's game. He's come there to scrap as well, and he's super powerful. He's got strong kicks. He's got crazy hands. So, hey, Michael Chandler. If you guys saw that fight was wild, crazy fight, crazy fight. Obviously, Dustin won by a rear naked choke, but hey, listen. That fight in the beginning, that first round, the first 2 rounds was a fun 2 rounds, especially. If you watched that fight, if you haven't watched that fight, go watch that fight. It was a great fight. And then he's had some loss against the champ, Charles Oliveira, when he was a champ, and then he's beat Conor, Dan Hooker, lost to Khabib, another champ. So he's had a couple champ losses. He's going in it one more time against, Islam Makhachev. And like I said before, he's just been through everybody. Like, the guy's been in the game so long. He's just been fighting everybody. He's such a veteran. He's like one of those, like, if UFC had a lifetime achievement award, he's probably going to be one of those guys to get it. Especially if he beats Islam, which would be crazy. He'll definitely get. That's the only thing he doesn't really have. The BMF title, who gives a shit? But the lightweight strap, that's a big deal, man. That's a huge deal. So if he can get that, man, that'll be just like the cherry on top of his career. He's had wins, he's had losses. He had such a good mix of overall. This will just be the cherry on top. Now, the thing is, Dustin Porier has amazing boxing. His striking is next level, second to none. He is one of the best strikers in the lightweight division, in the UFC, in fact. He's crisp, he's clean. He just knows how to, move, shoulder roll. He knows how to do it all. He's a master at it. Now, the thing is, he also has amazing jiu-jitsu and grappling and so on. The problem is every time he does go up against a grappler or a jiu-jitsu guy, he falls short. Which he got lucky last time, though. Let's just say Benoit Saint Denis, he made it work. So, but usually it doesn't work out, unfortunately. Now he is going up against his kryptonite again. He's going up against Islam Makhachev, who is primarily a damn grappler. And he's a scary ass grappler, right? So, diving into Islam Makhachev now. 25-1. The guy's only had one loss where he got clipped, and that was, his one loss he took. Aside from that, he's been extremely dominant. Except that one fight with Volk where people were like, he got exposed or whatever it was. Listen, there was probably other reasons, whatever happened in that fight. Volk just tells you that Volk is on that caliber. He's that caliber of a fighter as well too. So he's on that level as well. So going up against Volk and even, going those 5 hard rounds with Volk, it just showed how much of a dog Volk was. It didn't really, I don't think it took away from Islam Makhachev's stock. I don't think so, at least. I think it just raised Volk's stock. It just showed you who Volk is and what he is capable of doing. And obviously the second time around, it didn't work too well in his favor. He just got knocked out. But it is what it is. I think it still raises... I think it still doesn't take anything away from Islam. I think Islam Makhachev is one of the best, and he's the pound for pound for a reason. I think he's one of the best to do it. And, he's going up against, obviously, Dustin Poirier, who's primarily, like I said, a striker. And it's going to be interesting to see if Islam tries to keep it standing. He's fought against strikers before, like Bobby Green, took him down. He's fought against Dan Hooker, took him down. He's fought Drew Dober. I mean, there's been a couple of good strikers he has fought, and he's, mostly just took him down and finished him that way. So, I mean, I would have loved seeing him fight Beneil Dariush. Would have been nice. That would have been great to see. Fortunately, that never worked out. And then obviously, it's going to be, if he keeps this title, it's going to be interesting to see him fight Justin Gaethje and Arman Tsarukyan, or whoever gets the title shot at that point. If Arman waits that long, we will see. But, his fight against Dustin Poirier it's going to be... I mean, like I said earlier, Dustin Poirier's kryptonite's been people that grapple. So, him fighting Dustin Poirier, being that he is an absolute elite grappler, like the best of the best, and in his case, he's like second to none when it comes to his grappling and sambo and all that good stuff. It's just not a good mix. Listen, all the fights start standing. Now, looking at Islam's history, he's good at taking that fight from standing to the ground pretty easily. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if he tries to go at him on a striking standpoint, or just to keep it standing, or he just goes for the takedown straight. The thing is, he did say, I think it was on his Instagram, or was it on a podcast or something, I'm not sure where, but he said that, he's got something special in store for Dustin. So I wonder what that is. Be kind of cool. Let's see if he could bring something new. So yeah. Now, if I had to choose, or if I really have to say, the road to victory. So let's look at the diamond first. He is gonna have to keep it standing. That's gonna be his way. If he's gonna start pulling guillotines, it's not gonna work. I mean, it hasn't worked against anybody. I mean, listen, hey, shit. You know what? Let me not say it's not gonna work completely. There's a possibility, but the likelihood of it working, it's not there. Against especially somebody like Islam, who's gonna know he's going for that, right? But yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to keep this fight standing. He's gonna have to use his crisp, clean boxing. He's gonna have to just keep it on the feet if he wants to win, because I think he outstrikes Islam. He's on the feet is much better. He's more sharper. He's gonna have to land clean shots and just put Islam out, because Islam's been out. He has been put out before, and he can be put out again. So, you know, he's got to look at it from that perspective. When it comes to the ground, he's not going to be, I don't think he's going to be good enough for Islam. So his road to victory, in my opinion, is keep it standing, keep the strikes going, and, you know, stop the grapple as much as he can. Stay center of cage, try to stay away from the fence, far away from it if you can. I think that's almost the obvious thing. That is the obvious thing, right? Like anybody that knows these two fighters, you guys know that is the most obvious thing. Stay the fuck away from the fence. Simple. Now, Islam Makhachev, what's his road to victory, right? So, obvious again. Take the guy down. I mean, striking could be there, right? He could land a shot. You never know, but Dustin is really known for taking good shots. He's good at taking, you know, hits. He's good at, you know, shoulder rolling, taking, you know, evading strikes. Combinations are harder to get on him because he's able to take them and return. He's able to return shots really well. So I don't think that's a good direction for Islam. I think it's just going to be strike, punch, kick, and then taking him down, pushing him back and getting him down to the ground. I think that's probably his direction. He's probably going to go. That seems like the most obvious path to victory. Take him down, submit him, finish him that way. It's what Khabib did too. It's the same exact kind of direction or path, I want to say. I don't see it going any other way, really. I really don't. Like, once again, the most obvious, you know, outcome, or the obvious play, the way it's going to play out. So I'm sure everybody's thinking the same thing on this as well. So I think the road to victory for him, like I said, ground game, use his grappling, use his jiu-jitsu, use his sambo. That is his road to victory. That's the way he wins. Now, if I had to pick and who's really going to win this, it's really hard to bet against Islam in this fight, man. I think this is Dustin Poirier's last fight, I want to say. Or at least I think he kind of like indicated or hinted at the fact that he might be his last fight. Because it makes sense, right? Like, he's done everything already in the game. Now, if he loses to Islam, him getting another title shot, I don't know, man. I don't think that ever comes back around again. He'll have to go through like 3 or 4 guys all over again, which is really going to suck. You know what I mean? I don't think he's, at this point, 35. You know, by the time he gets another opponent, he'll be at the later half of his 35. You know, 36, he fights another one. That's if he wins these fights. 37, 36, you know, by the end of his 30s, by the time he's like 37, might fight him for middle title if he's on a win streak all the way through. But, you know, that's just hypothetical. That's likely not going to happen. So I don't think he's actually going in that direction. I think this is his last fight. If he loses, I don't think he goes anywhere beyond that. I think he just pick up boxing. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be interesting to see him go to boxing. He's still young enough for boxing for sure. And I think he'll do really well. He's just, you know, he has the hands. So, I mean, can't go against Islam, guys. Can't go against Islam. It's just not, I can't. It's going to be, it's just too hard because of the fact that he's just been so dominant. And he's beat all types of fighters. He's beat Charles Oliveira, who's, everybody was like, you know, shit. He ain't beating Charles Oliveira. And everybody was like, you know, first of all, Charles Oliveira dominated Dustin Poirier. He dominated freaking Justin Gaethje. He dominated all these people, and Islam went in there and dominated him. So I don't know, man. I don't know. And I don't even think the way Alexander Volkanovski prepared in his fight against him, the first fight in Australia, that first fight, the way he prepared, I don't know if there was any lightweight that was going to be able to take out Volk except Islam. Who was going to win him against him? I don't think there was. I don't think there was another fighter at all on the whole damn roster. So yeah, I gotta say it's gonna be Islam, guys. Sorry. I mean, I love Diamond. I love the Diamond. He's obviously a legend. Like I said, he's been in the game long enough, and you know, hats off to him. Much respect to him. Always. He's a dog. He's always put on great fights. But I just don't see it going this way, man. I mean, I just don't see it. I mean, Islam's also prime time too. 32 years old, guys. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Oh, and by the way, Khabib is going to be on his side already. I don't know if Khabib's showing up at the ring, but Khabib's in training with him like right now. So that just makes it worse. It's like a freaking having a cheat code with you. So that just makes it all worse, right? It makes it more likely the chance of him winning. But anyways, that was my thoughts. That's my predictions on this fight. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video. Also, if you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can see all the new videos I upload.